All right, so I want to play a few beats that I'm working on right now. So I'm working on beats for a couple different artists and beats for myself. So I want to point out Serto Sample. So in Serto Sample, you can name the pad, custom name the pads or your chops. And with that combined with the Akai MPD pad, it's literally like an MPC workflow. So this is my go-to when I have to chop drums or chop samples. I don't chop samples a lot. Sometimes I make samples and then chop them. You can change the key of it, all that, but you can literally put them all on its own mixer channel by going to options, selecting what channel, and then in the mixer, now they're all on their own, and I can EQ them, add saturation, whatever, distortion, and then they're going into a drum bus. So I get everything sounding exactly how I want it. So let's play this first beat and let you guys peep this out, and then I have 3 total to play right now, so check this out. So here's the first one. And also a Serto sample, you can go in and take stems out. So if there's drums in it, you could take the drums out. If the bass is not loud enough, you could turn the bass up or turn it down. And the same with vocals, you could take the vocals out. So this Serto sample is phenomenal, man. This is like one of my go-to weapons of choice. All right, so let's play the second beat. So this is one I was working on for me, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but check this out. So that's one I was just working on for me. Like that's something that I like, and I've been keeping my beats really, really simple, like very, very minimalistic instruments. Not too much, very, very simple, but impactful. And then here's the third one. This is one I'm unsure of. This is one that people might like, but for me, I make it and I'm like, okay, this is mid. So for me, this is a throwaway. So check this out. This is just an extra one I made, played out a couple chords, and this is what I got. Same drums. Yeah, so something like that, I'll come up with a melody, put some drums to it, and a lot of times I'm just putting just basically like filler drums. So just a basic groove that I can get an idea of where it's going or how it can sound. And then if it's something I lock in and really like or somebody likes, then I'll go and fine tune the drums. Or a lot of situations I put, layer a nice 808 with some real drum breaks. That's my favorite thing to do. I don't like going all like real drums or boom bat drums or all trap drums. I like doing a mixture of both of them. And I know there's not a ton of producers that do that. Some producers either do trap drums or real style drums. But I just wanted to go and highlight, use the Serto sample to chop samples and chop drums because it's phenomenal. Like I said, stem separation, all that. And it works perfectly with the Akai MPD. It's the MPD pad 218. I think it's like about $100 or so, but I bought this, I think last year, and it's worked perfect with the Serto sample because you have 3 pages, so it literally links perfectly with all the chop pads or chop points on there. You just page 1, page 2, page 3, or page A, B, and C. So now when you add your chops on the pads, you can rename the pads, which I think you could do it before. I don't know what update it went in, but you could rename it. Then in here, you go to options. If you click on, say, pad 1, right? You can set what channel it goes to. Normally, by default, they're all set to the master. So you can go to the back end in FL. You go to this wrench tool in the middle, and then you just hit auto map, and it auto maps all the channels. Once it does that, let's go back. Closed it out. There it goes. So once it does that, and then you go to each chop and you set the channel and options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, whatever mixer channel that Serto sample was set to, it will then go in numerical order right after that mixer. So this was set to number 77, and then it just added them in line. And then I routed all them into 77 and made mixer 77 a drum bus, where we have Go Clip Track, and then we have Gorilla Drive. That way we're able to give these drums a little more punch and control. And then on my kick, there's nothing yet, but the snare, I got decap, and I'm able to EQ the snare how I want, which is important because I don't want to put on the snare what I have on the kick or what I have on the kick on the snare. And then also inside Serto Sample, so they have stem separation. So you can go in, if there's drums in the sample, you can take out the drums, and it will pull all the drums out. And then if you hit this little arrow, you can then adjust the level of the stems. So you could adjust the volume level, which I've never seen that before. Normally stem separation is just, okay, what stems do you want? Do you want the vocals? Do you want the melody? Do you want the bass? Do you want the drums? And then it just separates it, and then you adjust the levels after the fact. In this, say the bass line's too low, you can turn it up and gain stage everything how you want before you sample it out. So that's pretty cool. But this is just a drum loop, so there's really nothing to take out of it. It's a simple drum loop that we're chopping up so I can play it out kind of how I want. On this other one, we have an actual sample loaded up. So if I go to the sample, this is the sample. And then these are all my chop points. So I always like to do a chop at the end in reverse. So I'll set the chop point, and then all you do in here, what is that? So like this one right here, all you do is just hit this reverse button. So you put the chop at the end of that section and then hit the reverse button and it will play it backwards. So I love doing that. I love playing a chop normal and then on that fourth measure or that fourth bar, play that last section in reverse. And then it helps resolve that 4-bar loop or whatever. And then we played a little bass line. So let's play these drums. So here's the drums dry. Like this. That's not dry. This is the drums dry, like with no gorilla drive and no go clip. So the drums would be really, really soft or really, really light. But because we're able to break it up in different mixer channels, we're able to add whatever processing we want to each section. So that's the EQ taking off the kick. Now the kick sounds really, really muddy, like it's really, really deep. And we don't want that much. We want to cut some of that low end out of that snare, I mean. So we're scooping out a lot of that low end. Now the snare is more, like it's more snappy. Boosted a little bit of the highs and then cut out some of the mid highs. And then if we play all that together, let's mute that real quick. Play all this together, this is what we got.
Atlas on the beat.
Both drums are playing, no. Yeah, come out pretty smooth. And I pretty much just added like a sample flip or switch. Basically like a beat switch or flip. Yeah, so Serto Sample combined with like a MIDI pad controller works perfect. Just like an MPC workflow. Can't beat it, yeah. So just wanted to show that and point out these highlights with Serto Sample. Like I bought this a couple years ago and it's probably one of the best investments because like literally I use it for key detection, check the BPM of samples. So if I have a sample or a beat, I just throw it on here. It tells me the BPM and tells me the key. And then you can change the key, all that stuff, detune it, whatever. Yeah. Their time stretching is really, really good. So say if I got a chop that's not fitting for whatever reason, you can time stretch it to make it faster or slower so it stretches. So it's really, really good. FLStudio's time stretching is really, really good. But this little thing, hands down the best, man. I haven't seen any other sampler out there that's better. But yeah, it's your boy D, and catch you on the next one. I'm out.